Yo, what's going on, Top Shot people? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Eric, and my Top Shot name is Nifty Sports, NFTY Sports. As always, I'm fired up to bring you another YouTube video. We had an absolutely amazing announcement on NBA Top Shot that you're going to want to sit here and hear. I'm going to point you to this blog once we zoom in here, but we're going to talk about Rakeback today. We're going to talk about just real quickly the plans for 2022 and some of the biggest updates that they have on NBA Top Shot. And then lastly, I'm going to break down my strategy on getting my Steph Curry moment, the 3-point record breaker, which is absolutely just an incredible moment to own on Top Shot. I thought I had to do just a deep dive into the way that I strategized and tackled that challenge. It was a super, super tough one, and I gave up a decent part, something that was really important in my portfolio, in my collection, in order to go after it. But I'm super happy with the decision to do it. So we'll cover all that stuff in this video. If you like this stuff, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I do giveaways for my YouTube subscribers every single week, if not more than that. So also, I'm going to open up my Steph Curry moment. I recorded that yesterday when I did it. I wanted to make sure, obviously, that I had my reaction on camera. Had I gotten something amazing like a first or a jersey number or something like that. And I also just wanted to do some commentary on it. So that will be the last part of the video. Before we get into that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away a Cool Cats moment. I'm going to choose the winner for that. So I've already done that, but I will release that basically mid video here. I'll do my best to keep this one pretty concise. I know I always say that, but the last part of the video is going to be about 5 minutes. So I will go ahead and jump into everything here. All right. If you all haven't seen it yet, you need to go over to this blog post and read all the way through it. It is the most amazing news that I have heard from Top Shot. And I'll tell you why. There's the main thing here is there's a ton of updates that they have given us and to communicate what's going to be going on in 2022. Um, I'm not going to go through this whole article here, but I'm going to talk about Rakeback, the thing that we've all been talking about, the thing that's been all over Twitter, which is basically a credit back to you in Dapper. I'll make sure to update, you know, what the final word on it is because they did say that there's going to be an update this weekend. But basically, they've come out and said that as a one-time, gift slash holiday offer, they are going to, here's the section right here. "'Tis the season of giving. As a one-time thing and to celebrate the holiday season, we're proud to announce a one-time gift back event happening this weekend. For existing fans, we're dropping Dapper Balance as a huge thank you. We took a snapshot of all accounts on Wednesday, December 15th, and we'll be gifting 5% of your all-time spend on the marketplace back to you directly in the form of Dapper credit." So the net spend is how much you have bought on the platform versus how much you have sold. And if you're particularly down on your collection or have spent a significant amount of money, then this is really amazing to you. So, I'll just put it into a personal perspective because that's really the only way that I know how to do it. I got into Top Shot the very last day of February, early March. I spent a good investment on Top Shot over the next few months, including into the summer where I was buying, the low dips. And I'll talk about that as we move forward into this Steph Curry strategy. I was able to make a huge profit on one of those. But it's been a journey, right? So I have spent a lot more than I've actually sold, which reflects in my collection because a lot of the money that I put into the platform is reflected in my collection. So I'm not buying moments and then selling them and then keeping a small collection. I'm buying moments and kind of holding on to them and then trading up. You all know that here on this channel, and that's one of my goals is to help you build your collection in the best way possible. So that's what I do. But for someone like me who got in at that time and wasn't able to take, profits off the top like a lot of these people were, or some of you were even, getting in and being a little bit more patient, maybe it's significant money coming back into our accounts that we can use to, purchase other moments and build our collections and kind of even things out. So I'm going to do another video later on letting you know what I end up getting with um, my Dapper credit. One of the things that I'm looking at is I basically, after doing the Steph Curry challenge, I decided not to go after Deck the Hoops. Now that I have these Dapper credits, I am deciding I'm probably going to go after the Deck the Hoops legendary pack if I do get an opportunity to buy a pack. So that's one thing, but make sure you take a look at this article. It has a ton of awesome things here. They've released team leaderboards. They have a watch list feature, which is amazing, that I've already started using. Um, and they just talk about 2022 and the road ahead. So now let's head and jump into the Steph Curry challenge. I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown about how I strategized and I went after it. And then before we open the Steph Curry moment, before I do the reveal and kind of do a final breakdown, I'll give away the Cool Cats moment. All right, so here is the Steph Curry. The thing that I wanted to talk about is the hardest part to complete of that Steph Curry challenge, which was obviously the legendary 3-point NBA play, right? So you saw moments like this. Right now, they're on the market for $849, $939, but these things jumped up to $1,800, $1,900 at minimum right before the cost. And when I knew that, it's really tough for me to take that risk on a moment when you don't know what the value of it's going to be. Now, Steph has evened out to about 2,800 bucks right now, 2,900 bucks. So that's the wiggle room that you have to break even when you're getting that moment. That's the account value that you can lose in order to stay flat on your account value. But obviously, my goal is to be up in my account value as much as possible. So my goal was always to buy something that's going to go down the least amount of value after that challenge. So knowing that Malcolm Brogdon was going to come back down another $1,000 and that was going to cut out of that $2,800, Steph Curry moment in my collection, I was trying to really make something happen where that wouldn't be an issue. Now, I did end up buying a Ray Allen at the very last minute, and that is down about $400. But that is the bulk of everything that I have basically lost in account value by doing this challenge. I ended up going after a new moment in my collection, and a lot of you have heard on this channel one of my favorite collections was the one of my favorite collections on Top Shot, and my favorite rare collection by far in Series 2 was And Then There Were Four. I basically gave up half of that set. And I don't know if I'm going to buy back in or if I'm going to change my other strategy, but I gave up half of that set in order to get this Steph Curry moment because that's how special I thought this Steph was and how hard it was to attain and how rare it was going to be. I think was something that I would rather hold than, to be honest, And Then There Were Four set. That's how special the Steph Curry record breaker was to me. So, I went ahead and did that. I sold the And Then There Were Four challenge reward moment, the Valley Oop. If you all have heard DeAndre Ayton, I bought that moment for $316. I was really fortunate to buy it at the very low point. I was probably one of the lowest buys on that moment back in, it was probably early August, late July. And I sold it for $849. So that was a big profit. And that just shows the value of making buys and the flexibility that it gives you when you really want to go after something. So when you have profits like that, it's easier to sell, knowing that you've done well on that moment already and that you're going to be getting something else that you love. So here is the moment that I really had my eyes set on in order to complete this challenge. I told myself if I couldn't get this moment, then I wasn't really going to complete the challenge. By the end of it, I was already so committed that I probably would have done it anyways. I probably would have found a way to buy, I probably would have gone after a Sadiq Bey, or a Drew Holiday, or maybe even a Chris Paul. But I just don't love those, to be honest, I don't love the Series 2 Holo Icon set. So I had my eyes on this Jason Tatum Deck the Hoops. And I ended up going after it. I negotiated for the price. I hit somebody up on Twitter and I was negotiating. And at the last minute, they came through. It's a huge, massive account holder. And I was able to buy this one for $3,150 is what it was listed at. We didn't do any side deals or anything like that. I was just talking to him and he decided that he would list it lower than the low ask, and that was a comfortable price point that I was willing to pay for it. So I didn't see any account value decrease after buying this. As a matter of fact, I saw an account value increase. So that 3,100 to the 450, there's already basically a $300 or $299 increase in my account value based on going after this rather than having a $1,000 drop if I had gone for one of the four. So it's not to say that it was a wrong decision if you went after it with the low moments. Not to say that it was a wrong decision because you still broke even on the challenge as long as you didn't overpay for every single moment. Like if you would have overpaid for, the three pointer and the All Star game one, which dropped $500, and the Ray Allen one that dropped $400, that's already $1,900 swing right there. The Steph Curry Series one was already up to, close to $1,000 as well. So that's another $500. That's when you start to get dicey. But if you were to go for the floor moment and made it happen, then that was the decision that you made. And congratulations to you for going for it. The person who got the number one serial number actually pulled it off with the Terrence Ross three pointer. And that's the one that I wanted the least. So big kudos to them. Here's the Jason Tatum moment that I got. And the reason that I picked it up, it was just a special one to me. It's just a beautifully done moment. He is an incredible player, one of my favorites. And look at Kyrie playing defense on them. I love the angles of this shot. I love the fact that he taps him on the butt after and says, "Good defense." Like, it's just an amazing basketball play, in my opinion. So, and it's also um, on Boston's home court. So that's one of the reasons that I went after this, let alone the fact that it wasn't going to decrease my account value after the challenge and that it actually went up. So this was one that I am going to hold in my collection for so long. It's just an amazing moment to me. So um, that is that. And we'll take a look at the Steph Curry's too. We can take a look at, I show you this at the end of the video when I rip open that pack. But as you can see, again, I was able to snipe this one for $4. And shout out to everyone who encouraged me to do this challenge, everyone who helped out. I made a couple of sales at the end, and I know a couple of my YouTube subscribers. So big shout out. You know who you are. I don't want to call you out by name, but actually purchased my moments that were for sale that weren't selling. And they were killer deals, by the way. Low ask type deals, just trying to get liquid. But a couple of you purchased moments, and that helped out Dapper, and that was a huge help. So thank you so much for doing that. It's amazing. The community here is just absolutely incredible, and you've seen it everywhere, like on Twitter. Everyone's just so positive and rooting each other on, and it's one of the things that I love about Top Shot. So, but just taking a look at it real quick, Steph Curry again. This one was going for $1,000. Now it's 539. This one I picked up for 17. Now it's 15, but it surged a little bit. This one I think was up in the 800, 900, $1,000 range, and now it's down to 500. So it gets really dicey. This one I already owned, and it hasn't changed at all. So that's amazing. I will save the last part of the video for the Steph Curry. As you can see, it's settled at $2,888. I want to say there's been about 20 plus sales on this, and I was looking at it earlier this morning. So go ahead and take a look at the sales, see which ones are going. The lowest one, I believe, is around the $2,200 range. So somebody got a really good deal on this, and now it seems to be steady. So I have chosen the winner of the Steph Curry Cool Cats moment, courtesy of Cozy Hoser, Top Shot Cozy Hoser, Twitter Cozy Hoser. You are the absolute man for donating this moment to the YouTube channel to give away. As you can see, it's a $35 moment on the marketplace, and it's also the Golden State Warriors all-time points record-breaking moment that Steph had. It was a fandom moment. It's minted out of 17,784, which is the number of points that he hit. Here's what I did. I took all of your comments on YouTube as entries. I took all of the Twitter retweets and comments as entries, and I did a number randomizer like usual. The number came out to 82, and the lucky winner, number 82, ended up being Adam Ormsby. I'm going to DM you. I know I have your Top Shot name somewhere, so I could definitely send it over. But I'm going to DM you, and I have about 2 days left before I can gift that Steph Curry Cool Cats moment. So I will gift that as soon as the gifting period is available for me. Huge congratulations to you for winning that. A huge shout out to Cozy Hoser. Um, and now I will let you go into me opening the Steph Curry moment that I got and then doing a final recap on that. If you're cutting out from here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video very soon. All right, have a great day. All right, people, here we are looking at the Milestone Challenge. I'm about to rip open this pack. I was going to do a whole video and wait to open this pack, but I absolutely could not do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it, see if I get anything good, or I'll put this into the video where I talk about this Milestone Challenge. I can't wait to get into this here. Let's see what we got. It was a crazy one to complete. Ooh, let's zoom in here and do it. All right, here we go. I'm doing this one with sound on. I'm going to hit open, and we're going to open this Steph Curry pack. There are 614, I believe, completions of this pack. The obvious numbers that you want to get on this one would be number 1, number 30. Also, number 75 for the 75th anniversary comes with a diamond associated with the moment. And then the last mint count as well. Oh, let's see what we got. Here it is. Whew. 274. All right. All right. Not bad. 618 was the final number. 274, I'll take it. It's an incredible moment. I'm going to hang on to this one. I didn't get a double-digit serial, but 274 is in the lower 50%. Look at that. Look at Steph. Let's go. I am so curious to see what this moment comes out as on the marketplace. I think they did a great job with this moment, just getting the reactions and his emotion in the moment here. I'm super happy to have this moment. Out of 618 total, this is the first ever metallic silver Phantom Edition moment on NBA Top Shot. I'm going to hit view my progress so we can see where the screen takes me here, and then we'll look at this one more time. There it is. The emotion of this moment is incredible. The thumbnail is pretty cool also. Um, yeah, I'm excited that this one is in the collection, and I'm happy to have been able to complete this challenge. Um, it's one that I think is. Let me zoom back out here. All right, it's just one that I think that NBA Top Shot and the future of fandom really, really represents. There's a couple other milestone moments on the platform where players pass other players on all-time lists, but there's nothing quite like this one where the all-time three-point record is broken and put into an NFT where you can earn it by putting together a heck of a hard challenge to complete for the rarity of this moment. You know, I would assume that in the future there's going to be some moments that are more attainable to more collectors, but the fact that this is the first one on NBA Top Shot that they were able to do this for was just absolutely incredible. You think about a moment like this and you think about the type of season that Steph is having and the type of season that the Warriors having. This thing could have very well a championship badge, and I'm knocking on wood because I don't want to jinx any of this championship badge and an MVP badge. And hey, I'm a Laker fan, so I'm hoping the Lakers win the championship. I don't really need a championship badge on this, but just imagine the impact that it would have on the moment of him breaking the three-point record in a season, where he potentially could win an MVP or a championship. Just, I love that about NBA Top Shot. And that's what I'm most excited about moving forward into the future is these historical moments like the Trae Youngs, at Madison Square Garden, Giannis's, block in the finals. That's a legendary moment, but also the one with the thumbnail with him with the championship trophy. Or the MVP trophy. It's just, yeah, I think it's what Top Shot's all about and why we're all so excited about this because we're such huge basketball fans and collectors and sports fans. And it's just part of our culture. So, again, I will wrap it up here. If you like this stuff, make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. I don't open all of my packs on here. I only open kind of special ones, but I do open all of my packs on Instagram and on TikTok. So make sure that you're following me there. If you just want to see every single pack rip that I ever do, I just record it on my screen really quickly, put it on there, and then see what we get. So make sure that you're following on all those platforms and like and subscribe to the channel. Like the video, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day.